Okay, guys. Now, well, this is it. This is how I roll cigarettes. Not going to be very explanative. I don't know how the how it's showing on the camera, but here we go. So this is a Rizla rolling machine. It's cheap. It's about €2 here in Europe, anywhere from €1.60 in supermarket to €2.20 in some smoke shops. So it's kind of rather inexpensive. It's a plastic machine. It lasts probably, depending on how much you smoke. Probably um, I'd say if this lasts about 1,000 cigarettes, it's really good. That's probably the maximum limit. There's no way of replacing. There's no point in replacing here the fabric, the apron. I mean, it's just when it's too worn out, you just replace it. So this is some fine cut tobacco. This is Aja red tobacco, AJGA. That's what we get. It's a very popular tobacco in France and Belgium. So it's really fine cut. It's really a roll your own cut. It's not even made for using in tubes and stuff like that. So it's kind of really fine cut. It's probably you know 0.4 millimeters wide as length. So I generally roll them unfiltered. This one is a little bit messy than what I usually do, but I never do it on camera anyway. So you're gonna stuff that in. Right, it's as simple as that. You stuff the tobacco inside. You may want to use a filter. You put a filter on either end before you close the lid. So here, make sure it's about as evenly packed as you can. There shouldn't be too much in there. There shouldn't be too little. Too little is gonna be, it's gonna smoke very fast and burn very hot. And then if you put too much tobacco, it's gonna be impossible to take a draw. So this is about, what I'm quite happy with the result. Again, this is taking longer than normally. Sorry, my hands are in the way, but this is as good as a camera angle that I can do. So anyway, we're gonna take rolling paper now. This is Rizla, but first, no, forgot the other step. Then you close it. Make sure there's very little above the fold, and then you roll. And you don't, generally I prefer not simply rolling with the thumb. You also, especially when the machine is new, because the two rollers don't turn at the same time, so it probably is going to be a little tighter in the center, and that's not what you want. You want to make a cylinder. You don't want to make a tight, very tight stuff that you can draw on. It rolls very easily. Tap the tobacco. So now I'm taking my rolling paper that just says Riesler Orange. Lots of folk prefer other types of paper, the finer papers, and I'm going to explain that in another video how it works for the papers. But this is a type B paper. It's a late paper, means it has all the striations, the ribs, and that's what I prefer. It's micro perforated paper, so it kind of draws more air and makes the smoke a little smoother. But to me, it tastes better. Some people say, it tastes more like you taste a lot more of the paper than with finer papers. But that's what I prefer anyway. So, and then you simply roll same way, and right before it gets up to here, you simply lick the gum. It doesn't have to be dripping wet. It doesn't, it's not. You're not kissing your girlfriend. It's got some. It's either dextrin or Arabic gum. There's a line of it here, and you just want to moisten that. So it's gonna stick, and then you simply keep on rolling. A few more turns. Doesn't you don't have to make 15 turns or so, and then you open it, and well, you get a cigarette. Now, I won't say it's perfect, but it's not bad at all. It's still better than doing by hand. Probably gonna have to pinch the end here, so it's gonna what I'm gonna do here, and take the other end and probably just pinch it like that. Push it a little inside. And well, not too bad looking. I mean, this one's a little bit, could have put more tobacco to make it firmer, but this is gonna smoke fine. So I'm gonna do it again. So generally when you open the pouch, tobaccos are a little too moist to make it, especially with Gold Virginia or something like that. Those English tobacco, they tend to be very moist, and the fine cut retains the moisture for a long time. The larger the cut, the quicker it's gonna dry. Okay, so I'm gonna take roughly the amount that I think I want, probably like so. Some people are gonna say, well, that's an overkill on tobacco. No, there's probably about a gram, maybe a little less than a gram uh, of tobacco here. Simply put in it, stuff in there, and I think we're good to go with that. That's gonna produce rather nice cigarette. Sorry, I got a little too much there. Okay. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit of a big cigarette, but anyway, simply roll. Okay, then I'm gonna take another paper, and you can see, I'm not the fastest. My goal here isn't to crank, for a minute. If I can do 1 minute, I'm quite happy. I mean, I smoke about 10, 15 a day. It's gonna take about 10 minutes plus the time to clean. I make them in advance generally. Okay, this roller it's a little old roller, so it's not working as fine as it does in the first month, but no, not bad looking still. I mean, it's almost, it's perfectly cylindrical. Of course, you can see some wrinkles on the paper, but it's not made by a machine. It's just made by a handheld device. Then I'm gonna pinch off tobacco here so that it's not gonna. What I do here generally is that I push it a little like that so that it's not gonna fall out in my mouth. Uh, and then same thing with the other side here. Okay, pinch it. You want to pinch it. You don't want to yank it. It's not gonna be good. You're gonna pull all the tobacco out of it. So that's pretty much it. And well, let's stay. Let's stay it for the next part of the video. Okay. Oh.